Eric Simonson, Managing Partner of Everest Group's research practice. I'm joined today by Rita Soni, who is one of our newest analysts. Rita's focused on impact sourcing and sustainability and wanted to give her a chance to introduce herself and for us to share a bit about what she'll be doing with us. Rita, can you tell us a little bit about your background and how you came to Everest Group?
Sure, Eric. I'm really excited to be here. As an engineer, I am passionate about the catalytic role that technology can play in solving social and environmental challenges, and just thrilled that Everest Group is wanting to focus on this. I met you a few years ago and was asking the question, why is it that the group is not doing more on sustainability? We did some amazing research back in 2014 about impact sourcing, and you mulled over it for a few years, I think, and then came back to me and said, great idea. Why don't you do it for us? So I'm coming to Everest Group with an engineering background, spent some time at GE, then went into the social sector, and then finally found my way back to this in-between space, working at NASCOM Foundation and really thinking about the way the services industry can make an impact.
Great. So sustainability is kind of a broad word. Kind of how do you think about that in our context?
I really think about it in two major parts. The global services industry is fundamentally people-driven. So it's about applying the know-how and being intentional about our human capital and how we can be more inclusive, or more about human capital development, let's say. Mm-hmm. The second part is really about the industry breadth and reach. Given that it's touching basically everything, I think the potential to leverage sustainability principles to transform the world is just huge, and that's an exciting part of this journey.
Absolutely. Now, transforming the world is fairly big. Where do you expect to start here in the coming months and quarters?
Right, it's true. So I think the beginning part is about integration. We are venturing onto this path newly. So networking, re-engaging my network, meeting more like-minded leaders that are thinking about this day in and day out. Also looking at our existing research and the themes that already exist, and looking at how this sustainability conversation can integrate even further. We've recently done some really interesting work on how clinical trials need to be more inclusive, for example. That's a really interesting place to start. We're also going to start on refreshing the impact sourcing study that we did so many years ago. Really focusing in on best practices that are going to help businesses walk the talk and really lean into this very specific social initiative that has a business impact and is related to the services industry. And in fact, I think when I talk about changing the world, it's really not just about how we operate, but it's also about finding revenue and service opportunities, which interestingly, the industry is already finding.
Great. Well, thank you for sharing with us, and look forward to hearing more and sharing more as things unfold here in the coming timeframes. Thanks so much.
Thank you.